It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good evening. Welcome to Week 7 coverage of Pennsbury Falcon football on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight, the Pennsbury Falcons have made the road trip to Perkasie, Pennsylvania to take on the Pennridge Rams. The Falcons come in with 3 wins and 3 losses. The Rams so far this season, a 2-4 team, and we're looking forward to an Suburban 1 League national clash. It's the McCaffrey's Game of the Night on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight's game brought to you, of course, by McCaffrey's Food Markets. Exceptional every day. We thank them for their support of Pennsbury Falcon football. Thanks also to Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Team Toyota, Penn Community Bank, Kim Rock of Keller Williams, St. Mary Medical Center, the Revere Restaurant, PNC Bank, Pennsbury Education Support Professionals, helping to make portions of tonight's game possible. Thanks to Kent's Tree Service, Junior's Car Wash, now open right on the corner of Hood and New Falls Road, right near Pennsbury High School. And we're getting you closer to kickoff here tonight. Thanks also to Lower Bucks Hospital, to Puss in Boots Tavern, Kramer's Bakery, Charcoal BYOB, the Peruzzi Auto Group, BAI Security Systems, helping to power portions of tonight's game. The Pennsbury Football Parents Club on board, Yardley Family Haircutters, Johnson Chiropractic, Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road. Thanks to the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. We've got a performance from the Pennridge Ram Marching Band coming up. We're on the visiting side over here, so we're not going to get a real great look at the performance. So we're going to bring you some pregame coverage and get ready for tonight's football matchup. Thanks to Jammer Doors and Villa Rosa Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant. And as we get ready for that football matchup, Ben, give us last week's Pennsbury Falcons stats, if you could. They got going on the ground again, able to win a nail-biter, a 16-14 win over CB East, getting a 35-yard field goal from Angelo Pereira with 21 seconds left, and that got them a much-needed win, but they got that ground game going again last week.
Yeah, finally, Pennsbury was having issues with the running game against Central Bucks South and West in their first 2 games at the brand new Falcon Field, but they finally got it going against the Patriots. As Nate Bagley on the ground, he had 12 rushes, good for 108 yards. He had a 75-yard touchdown on the ground, a huge run for him to get this running game going last week. Jordan Zerniak had 22 rushes for 77 yards. Jordan Brensinger, who has gotten himself back in the mix, had with 9 rushes for 76 yards. And Eric David had a huge run to set up Angelo Pereira for that game-winning field goal. He had 5 rushes for 94 yards, adding up to a massive 355 rushing yard game for the Pennsbury Falcons. So the Central Bucks East Patriots, they were limited to just 158 rushing yards as Pennsbury came out victorious 19-14, which included 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. So you see all those rushing yards, 355, but they were only able to get 1 touchdown out of it, which was a 74-yard run by Bagley.
Yeah, that touchdown, Gus, coming on an explosive play from their quarterback. But that was the only touchdown they were able to get last week against CB East, and they need to do a better job in the red zone. They got close, and they can't come away with 3. They got to come away with 7s. You know, the old football cliche.
Yeah, the old adage, got to come away with 7 in this drive, not 3, especially tonight against this very, very good Pennridge defense. I think we talked a little bit before we went on air about how they went on a 12-quarter streak of not allowing a touchdown until facing Neshaminy last week. So this is a good Pennridge defense that when this Pennsbury offense gets in the red zone, they're going to have to find a way to get it in the end zone and not just settle for a field goal.
Yeah, I mentioned Pennridge last week against Neshaminy, dropping that game 17-7, only getting 1 touchdown on a screen pass against the Redskins, but their defense has played pretty well this season, so the Falcons going to need to tangle with that as we get closer to kickoff tonight on WBCB. Ben Goldstein, Gus Barber, Daniel McDevitt, he's down on the field with us, going to bring us some sideline reports tonight, and Darnell Turner behind the camera helping to bring you coverage from Pennridge High School, the home of the Rams. And the Rams 2-4 this season, and they are led by their first-year head coach, Kyle Beller. Kyle come in, the ninth football head coach for Pennridge, takes over for Coach Chuck Berge, who coached just one season last year for Pennridge. And so far, Coach Beller leading them to a 2-4 overall mark and a 1-2 league record. Probably their biggest win was a couple of weeks ago, the closest game that they played, that 18-17 final against CB East. And maybe they'll look back at that and kind of say that's their most regrettable game. So close, and yet they couldn't get it done. Then they dropped last week's game to Neshaminy, so they really are hungry for a bounce back tonight, Gus.
Yeah, they're looking to come into this game starving for a W.
Yeah.
It took me so hard I couldn't even get that word out of my mouth. But yeah, this is a Pennridge team that's hungry. They need to come in for a win in this game, and they're going to come out hot and heavy in this game. Expect a very, very potent offense early for Pennridge and a defense that's going to try to get at Bagley, the quarterback for this Pennsbury offense.
And we'll take a look at some of those key offensive performers for the Pennridge Rams in just a little bit, getting you closer to kickoff tonight on WBCB. Tonight's game brought to you by the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. Read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's all in the Trentonian. And proud to serve our community is Brian Rogers at Yardley Pharmacy, also proud to sponsor Pennsbury Falcon football and help make tonight's game possible. We say thanks to Brian Rogers. They're at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Yardley Pharmacy, a hometown community pharmacy, and Brian is a hometown community leader, and he'll go out of his way to help his customers, make sure you understand everything about your meds, answer any of the questions you might have, including insurance questions. Yardley Pharmacy, owned by Brian Rogers, and no one is going to give you better service than an owner-operated business like Yardley Pharmacy. Avoid the big chains and stay local with people who are there every day and know you. We're talking about Yardley Pharmacy and Brian Rogers. They also offer medical equipment at 175 South Main Street in Yardley, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays they're open from 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, and delivery is also available. Hey, if you're looking for creative food dishes with beautiful river views and a down-to-earth American cafe, visit Charcoal BYOB overlooking the Delaware in Yardley. And you know, we got some pretty nice views up here in Perkasie, Pennsylvania, Gus.
Oh my God, just turn around and see all the mountains in the background. If they tell you Pennsylvania is not a beautiful state, this view right here, that's going to tell them otherwise.
We're up here in farmland, Ben.
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous out here. It is a perfect night for Friday night lights here. It's I'm reading about 72 degrees, a little bit of cloud cover. Earlier, the sky to our left was orange, maybe hinting at a Pennsbury Falcons victory tonight.
Well, hopefully we stay dry. There was some indication that there could be a little bit of rain in the forecast. Probably not a big deal, but we hope to avoid that altogether.
Oh, yeah, especially Darnell, especially from last week.
Oh,
my
no.
God, I felt so bad for him last week.
Oh, well, anyway, to get back to Charcoal BYOB,
Yeah.
They also have great views. I got distracted thinking about our viewpoint here from Pennridge High School, but Charcoal, they do the locally sourced, seasonally inspired food. You bring a bottle of your favorite wine and enjoy exceptional cuisine. It's all created by executive chef brothers Mark and Eric Plesha. Charcoal open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for more info or to check out their menu, you can go to charcoalbyob.com. That's Charcoal BYOB on River Road overlooking the Delaware in Yardley. Yeah, we got some beautiful views and
Perkasie.
some good spots in Yardley, but also up here in Perkasie.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we may be a little bit delayed for kickoff tonight. It's senior recognition night, and after the seniors were recognized, now we have a band performance. And so sit tight, everybody. We got kickoff coming up in just a little bit. Again, Pennsbury looking to get back over the 500 mark tonight with a win. And, you know, Ben, this is when I start to think about playoff positioning. and the Falcons can't really can't afford another loss on the schedule. It occurs to me that if they're able to win out from here, they're probably in the postseason. But if not, then you got some question marks, and maybe you need some help from other teams, and you just take care of business. You don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, I can't believe we're already worrying about the postseason. This is what, game 7 now?
Yep.
And we're getting into the home stretch, so these games really matter for Pennsbury. This is their last road game, so they return to Falcon Field next week for the next 3 weeks against Abington. They have a game against the Chamonix in there to end the season. It's a lot of home games for Pennsbury, and they have struggled at the new Falcon Field as of late, but really they cannot afford to lose a game, as you said. And the easiest way to get into the postseason is doing it yourself and winning, and that's what Pennsbury needs to do if they want a shot at sniffing the playoffs.
And certainly they got to take care of this 2-4 Pennridge Ram team. That's the first step if they're looking to continue on that journey. They do have 2 more home games, including North Penn.
Okay.
They'll travel to Abington.
Oh, so
and
they
then
do? Okay.
They wrap up the season hosting the Chamonix.
All right, I got the schedule a little bit confused there.
But,
That's a lot of home games, though.
they do have a couple of home games, and, last year, maybe get some revenge against North Penn.
Yeah, last year with the 1 seed Pennsbury and districts, in came an underdog North Penn team. Pennsbury was just looking to roll over them. North Penn came out victorious. 22-21 was the final score, leaving Pennsbury shocked, losing their star running back Alabama Mulba, losing their leader in the quarterback Shane McGurran, and you see the team now with a few losses. They only lost 1 game last year. They took some hits with that senior class last year. Getting into the playoffs easily they did, and now they have to fight for it a little bit.
And now counting on guys like Nate Begley and Jordan Zerniak and Brensinger, and seeing if they can come up with some big plays to power them back into the postseason. And again, next week back at Pennsbury, and the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, they ask you to come out and support the Falcons. Be there, grab some of the spirit wear, and cheer on the Falcons. Again, next week at home against North Penn, and then they'll travel to Abington and wrap up the season back at home as they'll host Neshaminy. And the Pennsbury Football Parents Club would love to see you at any of those games. They do a great job with the programs, the concessions, the spirit wear. Great game day atmosphere at Pennsbury. But tonight, it's the Rams hosting things. They got us over here on the visitors' side. So I don't feel like we feel the energy as much over here, Gus.
No, we definitely don't. Obviously, you're on a away team, so the energy is going to be focused more to the offensive sideline. So we're not on that sideline, but yeah, for Friday Night Lights, you would think it would be a little bit more juiced up around here, but it just doesn't seem. It's no Falcon Field, I'll tell you that.
Well, we're getting juiced up for kickoff coming up. As Ben said, we're under the lights on a Friday night, and it is a beautiful night for high school football. We're going to send it down to Daniel McDevitt just after kickoff, and we'll see how this one gets started. So we mentioned the rest of the Pennsbury schedule. Coming up next for this Pennridge team, they'll take on CB West next week. That is a tough customer, and the Bucks have been playing good football. Then they'll tangle with North Penn and take on CB South here upcoming for this Pennridge Rams team. And the Rams coming off of a 17-7 loss to Neshaminy. The Falcons feeling good after a 16-14 win last week, getting it done on their home field with 3 field goals from Angelo Pereira.
He was our De Laurentiis the Berg player of the game, and tune in after the game as I bring to you the next De Laurentiis the Berg player of the game.
Big thanks to Yardley Family Haircutters, a town institution, a full-service family barbershop, kids cuts, hair coloring, and shaves. And Dave Wells and his family have been part of the community for over 50 years. Yardley Family Haircutters, a town institution. Call for an appointment at 215-321-6900. That's 215-321-6900. Yardley Family Haircutters. Captains out there, Eric David, Vavleka, Jordan Zerniak, and Chris Roush for the Pennsbury Falcons. We'll see how we get this game underway. how we'll get it started tonight in the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. All right, the Pennridge Rams win the toss. They defer, so the Falcons will get the football first. And they will defend the goal to our left. So Falcons get the ball first. And again, this is the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day.
Pennsbury needs to send a message here as they get the ball first. They got to show Pennridge that they're fighting for a playoff spot, and they got to win these games, go on this drive and dominate the defense, get on the board early.
And before the kickoff, we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. You know, we're going to step aside and return here to Pennridge High School for high school football on WBCB.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
All right, back here at Pennridge High School and ready for kickoff. High school football on the WBCB Sports Network. And the Falcons will get the football first as the away fans over here on the visiting side rise to their feet.
Yeah, this one mom down in front was getting everybody on their feet. We might be on the road, but it is still feeling like Falcon Field here in Pennridge.
Back deep for the Pennsbury Falcons. They send Vereen back there with Brensinger. Aiden Hatfield has it teed up for Pennridge. It's senior night for the Rams, and we are underway in the McCaffrey's Game of the Night, and Brensinger will just let that one skip into the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 20 as we get this one going. Again, Falcons 3-3. Pennridge 2-4 coming into tonight. As Aiden Parker comes in with the play for this Falcon offense. As Ben mentioned in our pregame activities, they ate up more than 300 yards on the ground last week against CB East, and it is again, back to that ground and pound philosophy under Coach Snyder in his second year.
Yep, they got to get
back
out
with Pennsbury.
They got to get out to this hot start here, show their presence. Zerniak in the backfield.
And a little bit of a hole for Jordan Zerniak. No, excuse me, that was off the wing. And they gave it to Brensinger.
See, one thing that's going to make me a little bit different on the opposite sideline as somebody who does the video engineering, I can't see the sticks because I was looking on the opposite sideline. They're closest to us.
Yeah, kind of a challenge for me to figure out where the ball is relative to the down and distance marker as well. It is 2nd and 2 here for the Falcons from the 28-yard line. And this time on a little bit of a delay, the handoff is to Zerniak, and Zerniak can't get through a couple of waves of Pennridge defenders. He's eventually brought down by Joe Hamburger, the senior helping to make the stop. And there's no gain for Pennsbury, 3rd and 2.
I guess I made a good choice bringing these binoculars tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm upset I forgot mine.
I'll try to use my eagle eye as Parker split out to the far side of the field. Zerniak the tailback, and Zerniak gets the give, has a little bit of a hole off right tackle, and picks up a Pennsbury Falcon first down. He's up to the 31. Whoop, they'll mark it at the 33-yard line. It seemed like a generous spot right there, but
yeah,
Falcons will take it.
I don't know about that one. They didn't look like it got all that many yards.
But they'll mark him up to the 33, and it's a first and 10.
We will take it.
Falcons on the move, opening drive of the night. As Bagley sets him down. Gives it to the wing back, and Brensinger falling forward, and as he does so, that was a pretty nice chunk of yardage there. 6-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, good first down run there. He's up to 12 yards in the night, making work nice and quickly.
Again, double wing formation. Zerniak, the tailback. Eric David in motion. A little bit of a ride play, and they will leave it with Zerniak. He's across the 40 to the 41, but that'll still leave the Falcons about a yard short of a first down and bring up a 3rd and a yard to go.
It looked like some Pennridge Rams were pointing that they had the ball. And the ball might have been loose there and recovered by Pennsbury. Couldn't really get in there and see what happened.
Yeah, too much traffic for us to figure that out as McGinty comes flying in with the next play for this Pennsbury offense.
The binoculars did not help with that one.
Yeah, the binoculars sometimes I think obscure. I like to see the big picture.
I got a good picture right here.
We get down to the 9-minute mark, and the Rams pressure up the middle. The ball is loose, fumbled, and the Pennridge says they got it, and they do. And the Rams come up with it. The guy with the football was Trevor Fuss.
Yeah, just a snap that went off of Bagley out of his hands. And
he never really had it.
No, and Pennridge was all over that one. Went right through this offensive line. Bad break there for Pennsbury, as now Pennridge has great field position on the 35 to get their first drive of the night going.
Let's go, D! All right, big turn of events right there, and in just a moment we're going to send it down onto the field to Daniel McDevitt. I apologize. I wanted to send it down to him just after kickoff as the Pennridge Rams snap the football and hand it off. They take it across the 30 to the 27-yard line, and that was Ortega with his first carry of the night. And right now I want to send it down to Daniel McDevitt, our sideline reporter.
Thanks, Chris. We're seeing a new Pennsbury team down here. I mean, right before kickoff, we saw a lot of excited faces. They're just happy to be down on this field. Galen Snyder said he wants to bring that energy that they had last game into this game. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, they need that big energy tonight against this Pennridge team, and they can't afford those kind of mistakes that they made. A handoff as Sam Coons on senior recognition night, the senior picks up a Pennridge Ram first down.
Yeah, big gain there. Not sure. I didn't catch how many yards that was. Do we know, Chris?
No, I'm not sure.
We're all in the.
I'm like messed up
blind.
on a different side. It's like tricking with my brain right now. I'll give him 8.
Well, the Falcons have given the Pennridge Rams a short field, and we'll see if they're able to capitalize as that ball snapped, and Ben Pennridge in there to make a play.
Yeah, he got right through that defensive line. He looked like he was coming out of a jet engine shot right through and right at Coons for a big stop.
This Pennridge Ram team led by sophomore quarterback Noah Keating. Keating has thrown for 8 TDs. He's coughed up 6 interceptions and thrown for 763 yards on the season. So they do take to the air, and it looks like that's the kind of formation they have here. And on the slant, gets that ball, it's caught, and Joseph Gregoire bangs off one defender and goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, that's certainly one way to start a game. 22-yard passing touchdown from Noah Keating. He was all alone out there and broke one tackle and just walked his way into the end zone. And the pink out here in Pennridge, they're going up, they're having a good time over there. Look at that.
It just bounced off the one defender, stayed on his feet, and takes it in to make it 6-0. And now a 2-point conversion is good.
They just faked that?
As they throw it to Trevor Fuss.
They just faked that?
And the junior is in for 2. And they got to action really quickly on that point after attempt. And I didn't see how they were lining up. So 8-0 as we come back up the field with 6:59 to go here in the first quarter. Keating able to hit Gregoire. I believe that is Gregoire's 5th touchdown of the season. And so far he leads this Pennridge Ram team with TDs. All right, McCaffrey's game of the night. And Daniel McDevitt, I think he's got something else for us down there on the sideline.
Thanks, Chris. Rough change of momentum here on the Falcons sideline. As you can see, the offense is just deflated after what seems to be 8 points going up on the board. Back to you, Chris.
They got to make sure to, again, avoid the slump after an unfortunate fumble. A miscue by the Falcon offense gave the Pennridge Rams a short field, and Keating to Gregoire gets them into the end zone.
I get being upset after that one, but you can't let that ruin your game. It's your first offensive drive. That is a line drive.
Line drive off of Noah Rice and goes right to his teammate. And it's Seacrest, who's on right spot, right time, gets on the ball and secures it for the Falcons. 1st and 10 for Pennsbury.
Yeah, we've seen a couple muffed kicks and a couple muffed recoveries and stuff, but that was a first. A little deflection off one guy right to the other guy. Look, a little soccer play kind of, a little passing.
Line drive right there. I want to see what the exit velocity on that one was.
Yeah, maybe a high school football savant will have something for us. But that last fumble, you cannot let this Pennsbury offense just deflate themselves. They have to come back in here like it's their first drive, regroup, and let's go.
And they have that opportunity right now. Bagley sets him down, fakes the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper. Tries to come to the near side of the field. Flag comes out as Bagley crosses the 30 to about the 32. But from where this flag is thrown, it could be a hold coming up on one of the Pennsbury offensive linemen.
There's an injured Pennridge.
Holding on the Falcons.
Injured Ram on the field. We're looking at injured William Daughtry down there, the linebacker.
Yeah, good to see him, get back up and head over to the far sideline without any help, but there is a brief injury timeout in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Pennridge in front of Pennsbury, 8-0. After a Keating to Gregoire touchdown strike. And then a 2-point conversion where they went to Trevor Fuss. And the speed with which they got up to the line of scrimmage to try the try, I think caught the Falcons off guard.
Yeah, it kind of caught us off guard.
Definitely caught us off guard. And on a counter, handoff up the middle, they give it to Brensinger, and he just got taken down by the shoelaces. That was Gregoire who made the shoestring tackle. But that was almost a big gain. Looked like there was a lot of daylight in front of Brensinger. If he could have stepped through.
Yeah, if he could have gotten through that little shoestring tackle, he would have had a lot of room in front of him to go. He only gets 3 out of it, though. 2nd and 17 coming up.
On 2nd and 17, again, the Falcons with that ground and pound offense. Tough to recover from a holding call, but There's a good gain for Brensinger off the left side. He's up across the 30 to the 32. Falcons still 4 yards shy of a first down as they're looking at a 3rd and 4. They'll call it 3rd and 5.
These chains are messing us up, man.
Under 5.5 to go, first quarter, McCaffrey's game of the night. Over here on the visitors' side at Pennridge High School. Yeah, what's that read over there? The Park Press Box.
The pork press box.
Oh, the pork. Oh, that's a sponsor. Oh, that's a big gain for Bagley. Holds on to it, a quarterback keeper, and the Falcons are across the 50. A big first down play on 3rd and 4. They get what they need and much more.
Seems like a lot of big plays are happening and we're not noticing, man. Another play that kind of caught us off guard, but a big gainer there for the Falcons.
So Bagley went out of bounds at the end of that play, so 5:04 left first quarter. And the Falcons with a 1st and 10, just into Pennridge territory. They hand it off to Brensinger. Brensinger fighting forward, falling, pushing the pile up near the 40. They're going to say he is stopped shy of the 40. They'll give him the 41. Before the Rams defenders get to him. 2nd and 6. Falcons on the move. Their first drive ended in a fumble. A fumble that the Pennridge Rams capitalized on, scoring and adding a 2-point conversion. Looks like more pressure up the middle, and they do bring the blitz, and the Rams get there. They blow that play up with pressure in the backfield, and Zerniak's got nowhere to go. He loses a little bit.
Yeah, he lost 2 there. They just attacked. Gonna use that jet reference again. They got a shot out of a cannon right there.
Yeah, senior Jared Decker was one of those guys shot out of the cannon on the blitz. And they'll force a 3rd and 6. Again, look like they're bringing more pressure up the middle. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Bagley has it, gets to the outside, stays in bounds, down across the 20. Another big gain for the Falcon quarterback and another Pennsbury first down. They're inside the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yeah, an absolute fantastic job by Bagley there. Catch the corner, get outside of the end, and just tiptoe up that sideline for as much of a gain as he could.
And the defense has to account for Zerniak and for Brensinger. Yeah. And as they do that, Bagley holds on to it and pops it out for another big gain.
Yeah, that's his second 27-yard rush of the game. He's up to 57 with 2 rushes.
There off the wing comes Brensinger. He's up to the 10-yard line, but a flag comes out. And this might be another holding call coming up on the Falcons. Brensinger looked like a 5-yard pickup, and it is holding on Pennsbury. So they'll walk it back, and becomes a 1st and 20.
So it looks like Coach Snyder, he's been wearing a Bengals hat a lot, pretty much all season. After their rough start to the season, he switched over to the Flyers hat.
Got to stick with the orange.
Exactly,
I
orange
so.
and black.
Well, you might not know, but I know because I went to school with him. Luke, his son, diehard Bengals fan.
Yeah,
so that's why he wears the Bengals hat.
Is that? I thought he's not a Bengals fan himself.
I'm not sure who Galen likes. I thought he was an Eagles fan, but I know he reps the Bengals for his son.
And orange and black.
All right, about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. The handoff goes to Zerniak. And Zerniak up to the 20 before he is sandwiched down. Tackle made by Gregoire.
Jack Walker, the Pembridge linebacker, helmet popped off a little bit over there, but was able to put it back on his head. Could have been a scary situation as his head was going backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 15. Falcons have it on the 20. And one thing we saw last week that they are confident in their kicker. And we saw Angelo Pereira connect with 3 field goals, and this is getting right around his range, 2nd and 15. And the ball comes loose. It's popped out. Another fumble for Pennsbury, and the Rams have it. And that one recovered by Gregoire. He's got it at the 13-yard line. And that ball just came flying out of nowhere. And Gregoire recognized the loose ball. And as it looked like the Falcons were ready to strike, they give it up again. 2nd fumble of the night.
Yeah, and that fumble is probably going to hurt them a little bit more personally, as they were driving, having a great drive, getting down to the red zone, have one self-inflicting wound there with the hold, and very next play, fumble.
At least on this fumble, Gus, they're not giving the Rams a short field. They're at their own 13, 1st and 10. Handed off to Coons.
That's two drives for Pennsbury and 2 straight fumbles. And this one's also in the red zone. They've been struggling with that red zone offense they did last week. It looks like it's going to continue into tonight so far with that fumble.
2-yard gain from Coons, 2nd and 8. As we're under the 2-minute mark.
Pennsbury offense hoping the defense can pick them up here.
McCaffrey's game of the night. And a handoff up to the 20, near a 1st down are the Rams. Arteaga that time with the give. It still looks like they're going to be a bit short. Walker Murray with the stop. Tonight's game brought to you by Kent's Tree Service, your local hometown tree service company. Over 23 years of professional tree service. You can rest assured you get professionalism and the highest service standards at affordable prices from Kent's Tree Service. And they have multiple crews to handle multiple jobs. And they're fully insured, provide tree removal, tree trimming, and pruning, tree stump grinding, much more. At Kent's Tree Service, call 215-547-9744. Pre-snap movement, offsides on the Falcons.
Yeah, jump from number 42 on the line there.
And as we get back to action, going to be a 1st down for the Rams after the offsides on Pennsbury. Again, big thanks to Kent's Tree Service for their support of tonight's game. You can call them at 215-547-9744, 215-547-9744. Kent's Tree Service, again, over 23 years of professional tree service. And we thank them for helping to make portions of tonight's game possible on WBCB as we're down to the half-minute mark of quarter number 1. And a high snap brought down and handed off to Arteaga. He's up to the 32. And that was Coons on the carry. Noah Rice with the stop. And it looks like that's going to bring us to the end of quarter number 1 tonight in the McCaffrey's game of the night.
That was a quick quarter.
As the Rams will let the final few seconds come off the clock. Content to be up 8-0 as we'll flip the field and get back to it in just a bit and open right near Pennsbury High School, Juniors Car Wash at the corner of New Falls Road and Hood Boulevard. The same Juniors Express Car Wash now open in Levittown and right there near Pennsbury High School, Hood and New Falls Road. Juniors owned and operated by a Pennsbury graduate, opening soon at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. And they got their rewards club. Make sure to get your car looking right at Juniors, right there near Pennsbury High School. And don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday night at 7, video stream live from Sandy's Beef and Ale, brought to you in part by Lower Bucks Hospital since 1954. Lower Bucks Hospital, supporting the youth of our community, and an acute care hospital. Thanks also to BAI Security. And now, more than securing your home or business, they also do fire extinguisher service. They take care of the medical alert bracelets. Find out all that BAI can offer at bainow.com. Of course, security systems, wireless systems, carbon monoxide warning systems, all at BAI Security. That's bainow.com for more info. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. Flag comes out as they give the ball that time to Joe Hamburger. And Hamburger up to the 35, but this one might be coming back. Also an injury timeout on the field as one of the Rams is shaken up on the play. But let's see, it looks like this is going to be a hold on Pennridge. It is holding on the Rams. And with an injury timeout, we'll step aside and return to action in just a little bit on the WBCB Sports Network.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
11:52 to go, second quarter action. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. And now after the holding call, it's 2nd and 15 on the Pennridge Rams. Keating from the gun, takes the snap, rolls out, he's pressured, and completes the pass. He gets it to Rowe. But the Falcon defense gets to him pretty quick. And Ryan Rowe goes down at the 26-yard line. And so the Rams looking at a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, good job by Pennsbury to get somebody in the backfield quickly. Wasn't able to get the quarterback down, but in his face before the ball was even thrown. Don't know how he got it off, but he was able to get it off.
And sometimes when you get that kind of pressure, those screen passes can hurt you, but they had good coverage to the football as well.
Absolutely.
Spread formation here, 3rd and 11. Keating with 3 receivers to the near side of the field, looking to that side. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Nice job up front.
Yeah, and another.
Not sure who got a mitt on that one, but the Falcons now forcing him to punt.
Yeah, another great job by this defense to cause pressure for the quarterback, knowing that this offense likes to throw the ball in these types of situations. 3rd and 11, just sees the quarterback throwing the ball, just defensive lineman, get your hand up and try to block that thing, and that's exactly what they did. A great stop by this Falcons defense.
Bagley back for the kick, calls for a fair catch, and he hauls it in at the 35. 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 35-yard line. So that time the defense does the job. After the Falcons cough up their 2nd fumble, they stop them and force the Rams to kick it away. And the Falcons were moving pretty good last time they had the football. They got it inside the 15-yard line until fumbling the ball.
Yeah, and that's been a key thing for this Pennsbury offense this whole season, and that's been their one downfall is ball control in this offense. Love to run the ball, but sometimes having trouble holding on to it and securing it. Wow. Did you see how long Bagley had that ball in his running back's gut?
He was riding him with that one, yeah.
Wow. You never see that until like NFL players keeping that ball that long in their running back's gut.
And you see that chemistry developing now throughout the season. That ride play resulting in a 4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6.
Certainly rode him on that one.
Pause.
I think it was the ride play that Bagley had his 75-yard run last week for the TD. And there he gives it to Zerniak. Zerniak bangs off one tackler across the 45 to the 46. And it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's actually a very, very efficient play in this type of offense. It makes the defenders take a couple seconds extra to figure out who's going to have the ball, especially with Bagley and his threat with his legs. Just adds another dynamic for this offense and really something that this Falcons offense can try to exploit in this game, and looks like so far they're going to try to.
Now under the 10-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. Falcons moving with it. Zerniak with a quick hitter up the middle, across midfield to the 46. And he's finally pulled down there. This time Jack Walker makes the stop.
Zerniak's having himself another good start. He has 8 rushes for 30 yards.
Pressure up the middle from the Rams. And the Falcons, running right into that pressure, still get a positive gain from quarterback Nate Begley. And another Pennsbury Falcon first down.
Yeah, and another drive so far that looks like it's something starting to brew here. Just hopefully in this drive, Pennsbury is able to secure the ball, because besides that, Pennsbury so far has been able to do whatever they wanted on offense. Able to drive the ball, get down into the red zone, just hasn't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, when they're not fumbling it or getting called for a holding, they're picking up pretty good ground gains. And that time, though, not so much for Zerniak. Rams get to him. Jacob Walters.
Cheerleaders are just throwing out T-shirts, and one of them looked at me and just refused to throw me the T-shirt. Very upset about this.
I wonder if
Just
that's
ruined my
something
night.
about your looks.
Wow.
I think it might reflect on their arm. I don't know if they got the arm strength to get it up here.
Wow, Chris.
All right, so with 7:55 to go, it's another quarterback keeper, and Nate Begley to the 35-yard line. Bring up 3rd and short. I think it was 3rd and 2. McCaffrey's game of the night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. Thanks also to DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza on New Falls Road in Levittown. And stay with us after the game. Ben will be talking with our DiLorenzo's player of the game, who gets a DiLorenzo's gift certificate for their efforts. Brensinger in motion. Begley with the fake to Zerniak. He's got it himself, breaks free up to the 25, picks up another big chunk of yardage, and a Falcon first down. He's up to the 21.
21. Can you do something for me?
So Begley doing a fantastic job tonight, though. Really utilizing that rip play, putting it in his running back's gut, holding it there, holding there, reading the defense, and figuring out what to do from there. That play, you saw it was performed to the T. Absolutely perfect.
And where the Falcons are getting those explosive plays, it's when number 7 holds on to the football.
Yeah, he's up to 77 yards on 3 rushes.
1st and 10 from the 21. Zerniak, this time off the left side.
Excuse me.
And he gets flattened.
6 rushes, not 3, excuse me.
Falcons, when they have the football, they have a tendency to really work the clock. And now under the 6-minute mark, in the midst of another long drive, 2nd and 8, and before the play, timeout taken by the Falcons. So Falcons will talk it over, gives us a moment to let you know that BAI Security is a proud sponsor of Pennsbury Falcon football. More than securing your home or business, BAI Security in Yardley. They now offer medical alerts, trip or fall, or homebound. These are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI. They also offer fire extinguishers, sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers for complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems. Call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. That's 215-493-1414. for BAI, and check them out online, bainow.com. That's bainow.com. So the Falcons out of a timeout with a 2nd and 8 from the Pennridge 19-yard line. Double wing formation, and they hand it off to Brensinger, who comes off the far wing, tries to turn it upfield, but doesn't get too far. Ryan Rowe is there to wrangle him down. He'll pick up a yard, and it's now 3rd and 7.
Big play here. Pennsbury could use a first down to get themselves back in this one.
And when they've needed a big play, they've called on number 7, their quarterback, who sets him down. He's under center, fakes the handoff, and he's got it himself, goes up the middle, picks up a Pennsbury Falcon first down as he fights his way across the 10-yard line. And the Falcons with a goal-to-go situation from the 9.
Oh, they did it again. They called on Bagley for their big play, pushing himself up the middle, just digging and digging and digging for 9 yards, getting that first down. I'm just saying, he got up to the 8 on the scoreboard here. Should be good for 10 yards. He's up to 87.
And now some different ways that they'll utilize Bagley with those quarterback keepers. That one up the middle that time. Here it's a handoff. They'll try off left guard.
Zerniak with the carry. Tackle number 33.
Zerniak running right behind Chris Roush. And Zerniak inside the 5.
You think Pennsbury could attempt a tush push? Think they could try and you think this team could execute it?
I think they have the size up front with the right matchup. Definitely. I don't know, but from 4 yards out,
no,
though.
Definitely not. But
2nd and goal from the 4. And Bagley, again, fakes the handoff. He's got it himself and takes it into the end zone. Nate Bagley with a Pennsbury Falcon touchdown, a 4-yard run to make it 8-6 with 4:02 to go in the first half of play.
Well, they got themselves back in this ball game.
Falcons needed that big time, a commanding drive.
Took a lot of time off the clock as well.
Now, did Pennsbury go for it too?
Yeah,
that's a real question.
It looks like that's what they are planning. Right, I don't see Pereira out there.
No, I don't.
Nope.
Falcons got the offense out there as they will look to match the Pennridge Rams and go for 2 on the try. Bagley sets him down. Zerniak, the tailback. Brensinger in motion. The give is to Zerniak. Fights forward, dives towards the end zone, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is good. It's 8-8 with 4:02 left in the the first half of the McCaffrey's game of the night. And as we come back up the field, we'll let you know that tonight's game brought to you in part by Puss in Boots Tavern, 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. The friendliest tavern around with daily specials 7 days, including every Saturday. The Boots Hot Dog Saturdays, that's every Saturday. Enjoy their famous $1 hot dogs served all day with your choice of chili, cheese, kraut, or onions. Taco Tuesdays at the Boot. Wednesdays, comfort food like homemade meatloaf for only $8.95. And Thursdays at the Boot, they have their roast pork. Fridays, their seafood festival. Always something good happening at Puss in Boots Tavern for great food and fun. 7 days at 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. PussInBootsTavern.com. That's PussInBootsTavern.com. All right, in just a moment, we're going to go to Daniel McDevitt, who's down on the field, our sideline reporter for tonight. As Pereiro gets the whistle, raises his hand up, and it's a high, short kick that comes down at the 30, and a bit of a return there for Ryan Rowe, with about a 7-yard return up to the 40-yard line. And 1st and 10 for Pennridge from their own 40-yard line. And we'll send it down to the field. Our sideline reporter down there is Daniel McDevitt. Daniel.
Thanks, Chris. The vibes are back tremendously here on the Pennsbury sideline. As Eric David said, it's a great day to be a Falcon. In other news, defensive back Maurice Webb is back from injury and dressed on the sideline. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, great day to be a Falcon. Eric David was our guest at the Sandy's Beef and Ale High School Coaches Roundtable show.
It's always a good day to be a Falcon.
And a pass on first down. It's incomplete. They were looking for Gregoire, but a little bit high, and he couldn't haul it in.
Man, almost a come up for this Pennsbury Falcons defense to get that, to possibly get that turnover, trying to get some points in the half. It would have been big.
It looked like Noah Rice was kind of waiting over there, and they've come up with some big kind of tip drill interceptions this season, including one that Noah Rice took back for a TD.
Yeah, that was a big one in that game. That really swung the game in that game to Pennsbury. I said game like 3 times there.
Keating with the handoff, but Ben Pennridge blows that play up. The Pennsbury linebacker in the backfield.
Ben Pennridge with the tackle there.
Sam Coons, no chance to go anywhere.
And we've talked a lot throughout this season about this Pennsbury offense and about the question marks going through the season and how they're getting better. Well, one thing that stayed solid for this Pennsbury team has been their defense. Right from the get-go, they have been out there with a tenacity that you haven't seen in a while, and they've been showing it every game this season, and they have no quit on this defensive side. It's great to see.
Like Daniel was saying, down there on the sideline, feeling like it's a good day to be a Falcon right now as the defense getting after it. They chase Keating out of the pocket. He throws complete. But still short of the first down are the Rams. It'll bring up a 4th and 5. So an 8-yard pickup, but still with a 4th and 4. Rams going to opt to kick it away.
Bold, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off.
Bagley back, end over end kick. He's going to let this one fall at the 25 and skip down the field, stays inbounds, takes a nice roll for the Rams across the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Bagley just kind of does a little shrug out near at the 12-yard line. Not much you can do on that one. Thought it was going to bounce out, took a long bounce for Pennsbury and just skipped its way down the field. And good break for Pennridge and the Rams.
Yeah, Falcons going to have to go 92 yards. They got 2:56 up on the second quarter clock. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB, 8-8 our score.
I've been waiting for a bomb all season. I think this drive right here is going to be the bomb from Bagley. I doubt it. We'll see what happens.
Try to get C.J. Weiser maybe behind the defense, or I know they've tried to go to the tight end a couple of times this season. Motion off the wing. The give is to Zerniak, and he bangs forward, runs into a defender, finishes the run with authority, and that's near a 10-yard pickup. And what are they saying? It's just short of a first down? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 1 yard, maybe even shorter than that.
Yeah, it looks like it's about a foot. 2nd and a foot for the Falcons with 2.5 to go in the first half. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Ben Goldstein, Gus Barber, Darnell Turner, Daniel McDevitt, our sideline reporter. And on 2nd and 1, Zerniak will take it off tackle and grind out a few yards, enough for a Falcon first down. Trevor Fuse with the stop for the Pennridge Ram defense. Here, if the Falcons don't speed the offense up, there's just not enough time on the clock for them to score. Then again, you get one of those explosive plays like we saw last week. Bagley takes it for 75. And it's a counter to Brensinger. A little bit of a reverse, but they get to Brensinger, bring him down at the 25-yard line. Was a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. With about 90 seconds up on the second quarter clock for the Falcons.
Yeah, Pennsbury's got to move. They've been a slow-moving offense all year, but they've sped it up when they need to, and this one looked a little bit quicker.
get to the line of scrimmage with a little bit of pace. And it's going to be, again, a quarterback keeper. Busting it to the outside is Bagley. Running room to the near side as he's pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they'll give him the 40-yard line. A Pennsbury Falcon first down. As he goes out of bounds, he stops the clock with 1:06 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, and he was just nearly caught the edge to take that tightrope up the sideline to a score, but looks like maybe just a little bit tired there, just running out of gas, but a great pickup nonetheless by Bagley.
And Nate Bagley has been a running back for Pennsbury all 3 years in high school, just got turned into a quarterback. You're really seeing his running back ability, especially tonight on 8 rushes and 102 yards.
Here he's under center, hands it off to Zerniak, and nothing there that time for the Falcons. They run right into Joe Gregoire.
Now they're under a minute.
And although the offense isn't moving that quickly, one thing that they're doing is keeping the Pennridge Rams away from the football. It will be Pennridge to receive the second half kick, as they won the coin flip and deferred. Down to 30 seconds remaining. And again, a fake to Zerniak. Bagley with it, tries to bounce it to the far side of the field. He gets up to the 50, and that is where he is stopped, which is just enough, I think, for a Falcon first down. And then the Pennsbury Falcons quickly utilize a timeout. They have still one remaining, with 23.8 up on the second quarter clock.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is here for this Pennsbury offense. Obviously, we've seen a fantastic season from Pereira, the kicker by the Falcons. The only thing we're a little unknown about is what his length is for his field goal range. So this could be something that, Pennsbury might want to test, see how far Pereira could possibly go. You're in a decent field position where you only need maybe a couple more to tried a really long field goal. It'll be hard, but so far what you've seen confidence in your Pennsbury kicker.
Don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday night at 7, video streamed live from Sandy's Beef and Ale, and brought to you in part by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has supported the youth of our community and is an acute care hospital. Thanks again to Di Lorenzo's, the Berg Pizza, just down the street from Pennsbury High School. Hope you're with us after the game for our Di Lorenzo's player of the game, as Bagley gives the football to Zerniak. Got a 5-yard pickup for Jordan up to the 45, and the Falcons will use their final timeout of the half. Comes with 15.2 on the second quarter clock in an 8-8 game, McCaffrey's game of the night.
Yeah, what I think they're going to do is try and get, maybe pass the ball here, try and set up Pereira for a longer field goal. Maybe try another Bagley QB keeper. That's been working very well. They could get a lot of yards on that. Set up Enzo Pereira for a field goal. It's just
got some options, but not a lot of time.
No, only 15 seconds to do so.
So whatever you choose to do, you got to make sure you can execute it. And if you do throw the football, got to throw it somewhere near the sidelines to
get him out of bounds.
Get somebody out of bounds quickly.
Eric David's on the outside.
If they can get out of bounds, probably have time for a couple more plays as Bagley looks to throw, throws it outside, and it's off the hands of McGinty.
Man,
had Matt McGinney there.
That would have been the perfect play to get some more yards, get the clock to stop, and possibly go for a field goal.
Well, it only took 4 seconds off the clock, so still 11.4 seconds for Pennsbury to try and do something. They might try and do the same exact play.
11.4 up on the clock, 3rd and 5 from the Pennridge 45. Bagley in the gun with Zerniak on his side, gets some protection from Zerniak, steps aside, throws downfield looking for Eric David, who jumps up and can't quite make the play.
That was a great pass. It's great coverage by the Pennridge defender on Eric David, breaking that pass up. It was a great pass from Nate Bagley, though, down towards the corner.
Gave his guy a chance.
Yeah, he gave him a great opportunity to get that ball, but great defense by Pennridge's secondary.
Yeah, that was Gregoire.
Now they got 3.4 seconds to try and do something. Maybe.
So now this looks like it will be the final play of the first half.
Got to throw it here. Got to try and get something here. Maybe if they're not going to have enough time to try and do a long ball and then get out of bounds, so they got to. Eric David now on the far side near the Pennridge sideline.
And it is going to be Bagley who drops back and then will have a run up the middle. He slides down at the 35, and that'll be the last play of the first half. An 8-8 game between the Pennridge Rams and the Pennsbury Falcons in the McCaffrey's game of the night. We'll step aside and return to the field. We'll take a look at first half scoring and stats, get you ready for second half action. As we've got a good one going. 8-8 our score in Suburban 1 League National Football on the WBCB Sports Network. Back with halftime activities in just a moment.
One of the top producing real estate groups in the Yardley-Makefield area is the Kim Rock Group. Kim lives in the Yardley area and knows its real estate market. The Kim Rock Group is the #1 team at Keller Williams Langhorne office, which is also the #1 office in Bucks County. Over a decade of experience in selling and investing in local real estate makes Kim the perfect choice to list your home. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Kim Rock Group has you covered for all of your real estate needs. For more information, visit thekimrockgroup.com. That's thekimrockgroup.com. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Football is all about being fast and in control, which is also the idea behind CFO, cash flow options from PNC. CFO helps your business accelerate receivables so you can put incoming cash to work faster. And CFO gives you better control over who gets paid when, more speed and control. That's an achievement. Visit any PNC branch or pnc.com/CFO. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association member, FDIC.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Hello, my name is Marla Lipkin, and I am a community member, a mother, and the president of Pennsbury Educational Support Professionals Association, also known as PESPA. We are the clerical staff, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, custodians, IT staff, transportation workers, security, and maintenance personnel who make up PESPA. We strive every day to provide the students of Pennsbury schools with exceptional care, safety, and support in their learning environments. We do this by applying our professional training within the classrooms and within our schools. 86% of PESPA members live in this district, and our children and grandchildren attend Pennsbury schools. For you see, Pennsbury School District is more than the place we work, it is our home. If you'd like to learn more about Pennsbury's support staff, visit our website, www.pennsburystudentcare.org. Pennsbury Educational Support Professionals, making your children our priority.
Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, relax on their outdoor patio, and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beers, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss and Boots Tavern. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Strong starts are essential on the field and in life. That's why PNC created the Grow Up Great program, a $350 million multi-year bilingual initiative that began in 2004 to help prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school and life. PNC is helping children in our community more than ever grow up great. Learn more at pncgrowupgreat.com. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, member FDIC.
All right, we are back here, Pennridge High School, as it's an 8-8 tie at halftime between the Pennsbury Falcons and the Pennridge Rams. And you know what? Hold on, Daniel, he's already interviewing the people down there, so call him up and tell him that wait till we give him the cue. He's already doing the interview. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Are we? Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Yeah, we didn't cue you yet, so we weren't on air. So wait for Chris's cue and then start the interview.
All right. Homecoming coming up for Pennsbury, and down on the field we had a homecoming proposal, and our sideline reporter is down there. Let's go now to Daniel McDevitt.
Thanks, Chris. We just had a successful homecoming proposal here on the sideline. You guys ready for homecoming 2024?
Yes, very.
All right, let's hear the names.
I'm Peyton Garcio.
Gigi Scott.
And how'd the homecoming proposal go?
Very good. I was surprised.
I think we all know, but what was the answer?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna send it back. We're going to send it back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you so much. It's always good when the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And especially in front of the entire cheerleading team during a football game.
That's a bold move, sir.
Yeah,
nice job.
Happened a few weeks ago at Pennsbury, but it was during the game they did it. This time a little more respectful. They did it during halftime. But it was the photographer, too, so it was a
little halftime flavor for you.
Yeah, it was fun.
From Pennridge High School, 8-8 is the score. And let's take a look at first half scoring. It was the Rams on the scoreboard first as a touchdown strike from their quarterback, Noah Keating, a sophomore who looks pretty good. I mean, he doesn't look like a sophomore back there. He's done a nice job at quarterback, and he was able to find Joseph Gregoire for a touchdown strike with 6:59 to go in the first quarter, and they took advantage of a short field. Pennsbury coughed up a fumble on their first drive, and on that next opportunity with the football, the Rams took advantage. They scored, and then on the attempt after the touchdown, they went for two, quickly got to the line of scrimmage and threw the football to Trevor Fuse, and the junior was able to make the connection with Keating for the 2-point conversion. So 8-0 was our score at that point. Falcons then on the next drive, another costly fumble, but fortunately the defense was able to stop the Rams, get the football back for them, and Pennsbury finally striking as they got a 4-yard touchdown from their quarterback, Nate Bagley. It came with 4:02 to go in the second quarter, and then the Falcons, looking to match the Pennridge Rams, they also went for two and also were successful. They gave it to Jordan Zerniak, and Zerniak had to do some fighting and some pushing, but he got himself into the end zone, and so we're all even at 8-8. And Ben, you got some first half stats for us?
Yes, we'll start with the Pennsbury Falcons. We'll go to Nate Bagley. He passed the ball twice at the end of that first half. Both of them were incomplete. Two good passes, just unlucky breaks for Pennsbury. He had 10 rushes, but this is where he's really highlighted on those 10 rushes. 122 rushing yards for the former running back converted into quarterback. Nate Bagley, 4-yard rushing touchdown. Unfortunately, he did have 2 fumbles, but his defense stepped up huge on one of them to stop him, and on the next possession, Pennsbury scored their touchdown.
And the one fumble that gave the Pennridge Rams the short field, it was kind of a miscue on the snap, but Bagley never was able to secure he never really had it. And all of a sudden the Rams had it.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate break for both of them. The one pop, there was a little bit of miscommunication with his running back. It's just a lot of miscommunication going on with him. Jordan Zerniak has 15 rushes for 55 yards. As you said, he snuck in for the 2-point conversion. And Jordan Brunsinger has 6 rushes for 37 yards. And on to the home Pennridge Rams, Noah Keating, the quarterback, is 3 for 5 passing with 34 passing yards. He has a 22-yard touchdown pass. Jacob Ortega has 2 rushes for 9 yards, and Sam Coons has 5 rushes for 13 yards.
Again, senior recognition night for the Pennridge Rams, and at halftime they are even with Pennsbury 8-8 in the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. And it's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since Babe Ruth started playing for the Yankees in 1920, and today Jammer continues to swat home run sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer Doors features Raynor garage doors, steel or aluminum, and Raynor crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors and Windows, they do their own work and installation. They don't use subcontractors, and that saves you money. Avoid the big box stores and save with Jammer Doors and Windows. Check out their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and their Yardley showroom is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Next week, the Falcons go home to take on North Penn. The Pennridge Rams, they will take on CB West in a tough contest as we get here close to the end of halftime. And, hey, if you're looking for creative food dishes, beautiful river views, check out Charcoal BYOB. Overlooking the Delaware in Yardley. Their food is locally sourced and seasonally inspired. Bring a bottle of your favorite wine and enjoy exceptional cuisine. Created by executive chef brothers Mark and Eric Plesha. Charcoal is open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For more information and their menu, visit charcoalbyob.com. Again, that's charcoalbyob.com on River Road overlooking the Delaware in Yardley. Again, next week, Pennsbury back home. And the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, they ask you to come out and support the Falcons when they take on North Penn next week. Look for the program books and the spirit wear on sale at all home games, including the games at Pennsbury whenever they hit the road. And Parents Club hoping you enjoy tonight's game on WBCB. Now also, if you mention Pennsbury football at CKO Kickboxing, you can get 3 classes for $19.99. CKO hooked up the Parents Club with all the Pennsbury rally towels. So again, mention Pennsbury football at CKO Kickboxing and get 3 classes for $19.99. That's a good deal.
Yeah, you gonna go?
Yeah,
some kickboxing, Chris?
Yeah, I kickbox. All right, halftime, 8-8 the score, McCaffrey's game of the night, and we'll step aside, return for second half action. It's coming up in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
Strong starts are essential on the field and in life. That's why PNC created the Grow Up Great program, a $350 million multi-year bilingual initiative that began in 2004 to help prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school and life. PNC is helping children in our community more than ever grow up great. Learn more at pncgrowupgreat.com. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, member FDIC. Sterling Limousine and Transportation Services provide the newest and most diverse selection of limousines in the Delaware Valley. Going to an Eagles game? Let Sterling Limousine and Transportation Services get you there in style. Their fleet includes sedans, SUVs, vans, minibuses, and limo buses. Sporting events, weddings, or a night on the town? Let Sterling Limousine and Transportation Services get you there safely. For more information, visit sterlinglimoservice.com. That's sterlinglimoservice.com. Or call 866-SLS-RIDE. Again, 866-SLS-RIDE. Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
One of the top producing real estate groups in the Yardley-Makefield area is the Kim Rock Group. Kim lives in the Yardley area and knows its real estate market. The Kim Rock Group is the #1 team at Keller Williams Langhorne office, which is also the #1 office in Bucks County. Over a decade of experience in selling and investing in local real estate makes Kim the perfect choice to list your home. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Kim Rock Group has you covered for all of your real estate needs. For more information, visit thekimrockgroup.com. That's thekimrockgroup.com.
8-8 here from Pennridge. Pennsbury even after one half in the McCaffrey's game of the night as we start the third quarter. Action brought to you by Kent's Tree Service, your local hometown tree service company with over 23 years of professional tree service. You can be assured that you're going to get professionalism and the highest service standards at affordable prices from Kent's Tree Service. And Kent's Tree Service, multiple crews to handle multiple jobs. They're fully insured and provide tree removal, tree trimming, and pruning, tree stump grinding, and they also take care of large and dangerous trees. As we get back to action, Angelo Pereira has it teed up for the Pennsbury Falcons. They'll kick off to get us back to action in the McCaffrey's game of the night. And this time, it's a deep kick all the way down to the 9-yard line. And a return out there from, I believe that was Chase Marshall. Yes. Decent return up to the 35. So a 25-yard return for Chase Marshall sets up the Pennridge Rams 1st and 10 from their own, let's call it the 36.
Yeah, he got a few blocks out there. Big return there. Good way to start the second half for the Rams.
And the Rams quickly get up to the line of scrimmage, get to work. Keating under center. Moves Coons in motion and now rolls out, looking to throw the football, airs it out and has a man. It's complete to Arteaga. Jacob Arteaga with the grab all the way down to the 37-yard line.
Man, what a throw on the run, rolling to the right. Little short, but a great recovery by the receiver there.
Arteaga open on the play, and if he could have stayed on his feet, there might have been more for Pennridge there, but a little bit of a low throw, but they connect. And now we're set up on the Pennsbury 37-yard line. Now Keating in the gun. He's going to flip it out to Coons. Coons steps inside of one defender, but doesn't get too far. That's ends up being just a gain of about a yard. Sechrist makes the stop. 2nd and 9 from the 35-yard line. So a big pass play to Arteaga has set up the Rams. And now on 2nd and 8, again, they roll Keating out and throw the football, complete it, this time to Gregoire. And Joe Gregoire close to a first down. He does have enough for a fresh set for Pennridge. So the Rams attacking through the air. And another 1st and 10, this time from the Falcon 26.
2 big passes on this drive for Noah Keating. He's up to 75 passing yards on 5 complete passes.
And Noah Keating's passing touchdown earlier tonight gives him 9 passing TDs on the season. Coons in motion, and they throw to him in the flat. Sam Coons up to the 25, but a nice job out there by Noah Rice and Chris Karamis. They do pick up a couple of yards, 2nd and 8. Always dangerous when you get one of those skill guys with the football out in space. But Falcon defenders with a nice open field stop.
Fantastic job to not let him get anywhere, really.
We get down to the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. Keating from the gun gives it to Arteaga, and Arteaga upended by Pennridge after a short gain. Picks up 2 more before Pennridge spills them at the 22-yard line. So 3rd and 6 now for Pennridge. And from here, you got to think that head coach Kyle Beller is thinking this is probably 4-down territory. Two receivers up top for Keating. Calls for the football and hands it off. Again, Arteaga. And Arteaga cut down by Darius Simmons. And looks like that's going to set up the Rams with a 4th and short. So this should be a pretty short decision, I think, by Coach Beller. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
And now maybe your question about the tush push is a good one, but can the Rams pull it off, and can the Falcons stop it if they try to sneak it forward?
It doesn't look like they're going to be doing that.
Noah Keating will sneak it and push the pile. It looks like he's got enough. They mark him up by the 15-yard line, and that is a Pennridge first down.
Yeah, not really the tush push per se, but definitely a little bit of a QB sneak trying to get through that line. He's not going to push, though.
More of a classic QB sneak.
Yeah, a little.
And the Rams keep this drive going. Now inside the red zone. Split wide is William Wallace. They'll move Coons in motion and give the football to Sam Coons, who bursts forward and into the end zone. A 15-yard touchdown for the Pennridge Rams. And they go up 14-8 with 8:02 here on the third quarter clock, and one of the Pennsbury Falcons shaken up. That's Noah Rice.
Well, that's not good for Pennsbury. He is not getting up. Oof.
And a nice run by senior Sam Coons on senior recognition night. He saw the seam and cut it upfield and raced into the end zone. So 8:02 to go, 14-8 the score with an injury timeout. We're going to step aside. It looks like Noah Rice back up on his feet, so we'll stay right here and await the attempt after the TD. Last time the Rams went for 2. This time Aiden Hatfield lining up for a point after attempt. Cade Bachman is the holder. He places it down. The kick is up and good. So we come back up the field. The score 15-8 with 8:02 to go in the third quarter. And a pretty impressive drive for the Pennridge Rams as they come out of the locker room, and some successful throws from Noah Keating got him down the field. And then a handoff to Sam Coons. Got him into the end zone from 15 yards away. McCaffrey's game of the night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. And thanks also to Kent's Tree Service, your local hometown tree service company with over 23 years of professional tree service. You can rest assured that you get professionalism and the highest service standards at affordable prices from Kent's Tree Service. Kent's Tree Service, multiple crews, and that way they can handle multiple jobs. They're fully insured and provide tree removal, tree trimming, and pruning, tree stump grinding, large dangerous tree removal, and other tree services. No job too big, no job too small. Call for a free estimate, 215-547-9744. That's 215-547-9744. Kent's Tree Service, helping to make portions of tonight's game possible on WBCB. And the kick, a short one, and a head of steam for Brensinger. Brensinger cuts it up the middle, up to the 45, bounces off a tackler, and is spilled at midfield. A great return for the Falcons. The special teams stop made by Dominic Nicholson, but a great return by Brensinger.
Yeah, and absolutely what this Pennsbury Falcons team asked for. After a pounding offensive drive by this Pennridge Rams team in the second half. Pennsbury getting great field position and making it a little bit easier for their offense.
And now Pennsbury needs to respond with a pounding drive of their own. We saw them move the football in the first half as they look to get back to it.
Oh, ball.
And that time the ball comes out. Looked like a ride play, and I don't know if Bagley came up with it. Yes, Nate Bagley able to get the football back for Pennsbury.
Wow.
So no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Definitely something they have to clean up. Protect the football a little bit better.
Yeah, and it's been their one downfall on this offense this whole season.
2 lost fumbles in the first half, and they were lucky they didn't lose that one.
Starting to get a little bit of rain here.
Little drizzle as the handoff goes to Zerniak, and Zerniak spinning his way across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Picks up 5.
This I don't like.
It's not good.
Third and 5, and they're going to flip it out to Eric David on the option, but the Rams are there. Look like maybe 4 or 5 defenders able to bring Eric David down. And right now we're going to go down to the field. Our sideline reporter is Daniel McDevitt. Daniel.
Thanks, Chris. Light rain begin to fall here at Grandview Health Stadium. It's unsure if it's going to affect the play. We're sure to find out. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, well, we're trying to take cover right now and make sure we don't get too wet. As the Falcons with a 4th and 6 will have Kubitsky come out and punt. I think it's Thursday nights where the Falcons sometimes will have a team dinner. I believe it might have been hosted by the Kubitsky family. I heard they were serving venison or something.
Venison?
Kids liked all the deer meat. Inside the 5, and that ball picked up. It's fumbled, and the Falcons have it for a touchdown.
OMG.
Vivleka is into the end zone, and hold on a second.
Oh, on the 1. They're
on the 1.
Marking it on the 1. Oh, man.
The ball was muffed. I don't. Why you would even try to pick that bouncing ball up is a mystery.
You know what, Chris? I was just thinking that. I didn't want to say it, but to have that ball get picked up on the 1-yard line, it was just really, really not a great play there by the returner.
So the Falcons now with a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
We got a good vibe here on the Pennsbury side. Some fans on their feet.
So Pennsbury got a nice return from Brensinger, set him up on the 50, drive stalls out, they kick it away, and they come up with the muffed kick.
It was a line drive of a punt.
And now maybe Bagley going to try to push it in with a sneak. No, he gives it. I believe that was Zerniak who pushes into the end zone.
You are correct. That was Zerniak. Pennsbury ties it up.
Pennsbury touchdown from 1 yard away. And the Falcons now 1 point away. It's 15-14 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. And what a turnaround for the Falcons. They were ready to give the ball back to the Rams and then find themselves on the 1 yard line and punch it in. And now Angelo Pereira will try to tie it up with the extra point.
Part of me kind of wanted to see Galen Snyder go here with the 2-point conversion, a little bit of an aggressive game. But they are going with the extra point for the tie here with 5:23 to go.
Out of Bagley's hold, it's a high snap, and the extra point is blocked.
Wow.
So as we come back up the field, the Pennridge Rams hold on to the lead 15-14 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. And we go down to the field once again. Here's Daniel McDevitt.
We said the weather could have been a possible factor, and it was. The ball slips out there on the punt return, bringing in a Falcons touchdown. Sideline's got very hype here, and we're ready to play some more football. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, Falcons right back in this game with 5:23 to go, third quarter. And thanks to Kramer's Bakery for making portions of tonight's game possible on WBCB. They're in Yardley, baking things great since 1946. Handmade baked goods made fresh daily on the premises. Kramer's features custom cakes, dessert cakes with real fruit, cheesecakes, Danish, pastry, their own fresh donuts, muffins, and more, including fresh bread and rolls. Kramer's Bakery, they also have dessert trays, perfect for the office, corporate affairs, or gifts. And I'll do some cookie trays. They got it all at Kramer's Bakery. They're open on Mondays from 9 to 6, on Tuesdays 7 to 7. And a long kick down the field, and that will stay in the field of play. And now Chase Marshall with another pretty good return. He goes to the far side of the field. Looked pretty good. He ran a long ways, but he went more east and west than north and south. And still the Pennridge Rams shy of the 20. Tackle made by Ben Pennridge over there on the far side of the field. Yeah, so the Falcons get set up on the one. Zerniak pushes it in for the touchdown, but they can't connect on the extra point.
The student section took a little bit of time to grow here at Pennridge, but they are certainly over there, and they are loud. They were chanting some not so nice chants at Pennsbury at halftime, but
yeah, they were making a lot of noise as the Pennsbury Falcons warmed up down at that end of the field. And there's a nice stop on first down. Handoff was to Ryan Rowe, and there's no gain there. Guys up front, Sechrist, Karamis, and that was tackle made by Dale. So no gain on first, 2nd and 10 from their 17-yard line. Keating from the gun, rolls to the near side, looking downfield, looking for Gregoire, and throws, and it's incomplete. Went off of Sam Coons, the intended target, and then there were two Falcons there that looked like they had a shot at the football as they fell to the turf, but they couldn't hold on. Noah Rice, I think, was the guy who had the best chance at the interception.
yeah, that's another near pick opportunity for Pennsbury. It's their second of the night. They got to make use of the opportunities they can get and try and get one here. They're certainly getting the opportunities off these tips. They've gotten so many interceptions off of tip balls this season. They need to try and get one.
Ooh, maybe a missed opportunity there, but tough to hang on. As now 3rd and 10 with under 4.5 to go, third quarter. Keating again from the gun, quickly throws that one and completes the pass up near the 30. Gets it to Stolarski. And that's a nice connection, a quick hitter. And the Stolarski, the tight end, with a nice gain, and the Pennridge Rams up near the 30-yard line. As Gregoire split wide to the near side of the field.
It's starting to rain a little harder here.
Chase Marshall in the slot as that ball thrown out to the flat to Sam Coons. Coons takes it up across the 30, and then he is stopped by Noah Rice. Rain's starting to fall a little bit harder tonight. Oh, we got an umbrella there for the Viking. We definitely could use one for our camera.
The Viking coming in clutch with the umbrella this week and last week with the bananas.
Give Darnell, this will be the umbrella game. Last week was the banana game.
I might need one of those.
Trying to cover up a little bit as we get down near the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. And Keating hands the ball off to Coons. Coons bangs forward for about 1.5 yards. You doing okay under there, Gus?
I am doing fantastic.
Gus is under the plastic.
I wish the viewers
we'll take some more plastic.
I wish the viewers could see what I'm working with right now.
Thank you.
I'm actually quite enjoying it under here. Reminds me of baseball season.
So 3rd and 6. Here, big play for the Pennsbury defense.
My stats are going to get messed up.
Keating drops back. He's pressured up the middle, and they nearly get to him. He throws as he's being tackled, and that might be close to a grounding call. But I think officials going to let it go, and they'll be looking at 4th and 6. Back to receive the kick goes Nate Begley. A high short kick. I couldn't find it initially. Comes down just on the other side of the 50 and then takes a nice Pennsbury bounce close to midfield, and that's where the Falcons will start at the 50 with 2:13 to go in the 3rd quarter and trailing by 1, 15-14 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Again, thanks to Kramer's Bakery for helping to make portions of tonight's game possible. Puss in Boots also on hand at 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. That's where Puss in Boots is. Friendliest tavern around with daily specials 7 days a week. Under center goes Nate Begley. Gives it to his tailback, Jordan Zerniak. Zerniak fighting for all that he could get across the 40, picks up 10 yards and a Pennsbury Falcon first down. A gutsy run there by Jordan Zerniak.
Yeah, that was good from Zerniak right there. Great way to start your drive.
Yeah, and Zerniak has proven himself to be a pretty good running back even after contact.
Yeah, he's up to 69 yards on 18 rushes.
Double wing, Zerniak the tailback, Brensinger in motion, ride play, and Begley has it. He's going to keep it himself, tries to go up the middle, and eventually Ryan Rowe is going to wrestle him down. Begley picks up a few. 2nd and 5. As Parker comes in with the play. Yeah, next week we get to be all protected and warm in the Pennsbury press box. Looks like pressure up the middle, and the Falcons with Zerniak pop it to the outside and get a first down. Up to the 25. And loving to see Jordan Zerniak's energy after that play. He pops back up. Jogs into the huddle. Falcons have moved the football effectively, but have been the victim of a couple of fumbles here tonight. They have hurt them bad, and their Begley fakes the handoff. He's got it himself out near the 20-yard line. Rides that out there. That ends up being a 5-yard pickup. And we'll see what kind of rush the Falcons are in. They may allow the time to come off the clock. I think this might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see as they get back up to the line of scrimmage. There's 5 seconds left. Begley sets him down. Brensinger in motion. And we reach the end of quarter number 3 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. And it's the Pennridge Rams 15 and the Pennsbury Falcons 14. McCaffrey's game of the night on BCB. We'll step aside and return to the field of play in just a moment.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
Back to Pennridge High School. Rams in front of the Falcons, 15-14. and Kramer's Bakery in Yardley, making things great since 1946. And we thank them for their support of Pennsbury Falcon football as we head down to our sideline reporter. And down there is Daniel McDevitt.
Thanks, Chris. Weather's picked up here on the sidelines as rain's coming in much more hard. Crowd's putting on their jackets. We're ready for some 15 more minutes of football. 12 more minutes, sorry. Back to you, Chris.
All right, and we're ready for the Falcons to continue this drive. 2nd and 5, and it's a handoff to Zerniak.
Jordan Zerniak taken down by 52, Chase Washington.
He is wrestled down by Chase Washington, one of the defensive stalwarts for this Pennridge Rams team. And Falcons now looking at a 3rd and 2. Critical 3rd down play, and likely for Coach Snyder, he's also thinking about utilizing 4 downs with the offense here this deep into Pennridge territory. Bagley gave it to Zerniak, and then I think he took it back from Zerniak, kept it himself, and it is Nate Bagley with the quarterback keeper and a Pennsbury Falcon 1st down. Right, Bagley's got to be close to the 100-yard mark now, Ben. North of that? The Falcons have gotten down to this spot on the field earlier tonight in the first half, and we're the victims of a fumble. They got to finish the job on this drive as we're under 11 minutes to go here. McCaffrey's game of the night. And Bagley gives it to Zerniak, but penetration in there. The ball comes loose, and fortunately for Pennsbury, they're going to say that the forward progress was stopped and the play was blown dead before another possible Pennsbury fumble. And the Falcons kind of getting a break there. Well, if you get a break, you got to take advantage of it. It is a loss on the play of about 3. So Falcons behind the sticks with a 2nd and 13. I mean, from this spot on the field, we saw Angelo Pereira connect with 3 field goals last week. He did miss an extra point here tonight. And Bagley that time faking the handoff, keeps it himself.
Oh, flag launched.
And he is blown up on the play. Stop made by Jack Rowe.
And he is not getting up.
But Jack Rowe, he may have done some extra stuff, said something extra. And meanwhile, an injured player down.
That's Nathan Bagley down.
Injury timeout on the field with 10:10 to go in the 4th quarter. And right now our thoughts with Nate Bagley, the Pennsbury Falcon QB. And we're going to step aside, return to the field in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Football is all about being fast and in control, which is also the idea behind CFO, cash flow options from PNC. CFO helps your business accelerate receivables so you can put incoming cash to work faster. And CFO gives you better control over who gets paid when, more speed and control. That's an achievement. Visit any PNC branch or pnc.com/CFO. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association member, FDIC.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Well, for a few moments after Begley was hit, he was laying motionless on the turf, and then it was finally good to see his legs moving a little bit. Ultimately, Begley able to come over to the near side of the field. And what I thought might be some extra stuff on the Pennsbury side is actually going against the Falcons. I thought it might have been some type of infraction on the hit to Begley, but instead a personal foul on Pennsbury will set them way back. They got to bring in their backup quarterback, sophomore Jackson Lenz.
Yeah, Jackson Lenz, tall guy, good thrower. He actually has the record for the most yards in Penwood Middle School history. He recorded in his 8th grade year.
2nd and 28, and the give is to the wingman, Brensinger. And Brensinger to the 25, trying to push his way to the 25. He'll be stopped short at the 26-yard line. And that brings up 4th and extremely long. Falcons have to get it all the way down inside the 2-yard line for a first down, and this is maybe where you want to test your kicker's leg, but it looks like this is a little bit too far. Nope, they will bring Pereira out.
This is going to be interesting.
Pereira will try a 40-plus yard field goal. Yeah, where they're going to place it down, we're looking at 43.
Looks like they're getting freshman quarterback Henley Garlitz some reps here on the sideline as well.
Usually it's Begley holding. Instead, Eric David, utility guy, in there to hold. He takes the snap, places it down. The kick is up, but it looks like it's not quite long enough, maybe drifting just a little bit to the side. It's no good. A great attempt there by Pereira, but just a little bit outside of his range, and the Falcons are turned over on downs with 9:11 to go in the 4th quarter. This one in the balance, 15-14 score here in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Now Pennsbury going to have to rely on that defense. Definitely got to get a stop here, but maybe they didn't even come up with a turnover. They've had a couple of close opportunities to pick one off. Spread formation for Noah Keating and the Pennridge Rams. And Keating will give the ball to Arteaga. And not much there for him. Vivleka out there for Pennsbury. And no gain. 2nd and 10, Liam Davis also in on the stop. Again, thanks to Kramer's Bakery, baking things great since 1946. Remember, everything at Kramer's baked fresh right on the premises. And they are in Yardley at 14 East Afton Avenue. We thank them for their support of Pennsbury Falcon football on WBCB. Under 8.5 to go. And another handoff to Arteaga. Looks like pretty much the same play and pretty much the same result. Falcons are there again to make the stop. Andrew Dale and Ben Primich teaming up. There was a 1-yard gain, so 3rd and 9. And the Falcons with a stop here could force the Rams to kick it away. And I would think for Pennridge is a throwing down. Empty set and dropping back. Keating, but the play blown dead. Oh, a delay of game on the Pennridge Rams. So now 3rd and 9. Still 7.5 to go tonight, but feels like a critical stop right now for Pennsbury.
Yep.
Spread formation, and Keating drops back, looks to throw, airs this one out, and it's tipped, it's intercepted.
Not intercepted.
Or excuse me, incomplete. Thank you.
Almost intercepted. It was another good shot for Pennsbury to get one.
Yeah, Ray Vereen
And he
was
limps
there
off the
defensively.
field.
Comes off a little bit gimpy. And on 4th and 14.
And these Pennsbury,
Joe Gregoire back to punt.
these Falcons are getting injured here. Looked like Bagley might have had a problem with his leg. Ray Vereen has a problem with his leg.
I think this is Eric David, and that kick is blocked. And Ben Pennridge is going to grab it at the 25-yard line. And the Falcons have great field position.
And Nate Bagley's coming back into the game. Wow.
Bagley returning to action here as he got banged up, and he's been getting attention from the trainers. We saw him walking around and then talking to their strength and conditioning guy for a little bit, and whatever assessment the Falcons did, they said he's good to go.
Unbelievable.
That is a tough customer.
Yeah. I mean, he
Credit to Nate to want to get back in the mix.
Yeah, he's built for this game. He's played this game all 4 years at this high school. It's his last year.
And he knows how big this moment is.
Yep.
That time, again, the ride play with Zerniak. And I think maybe Bagley just kept that one.
He did.
It's been his tendency. And
first play back after what looked like a scary injury. He's keeping the ball running right up the middle.
Picks up 6.
No big deal.
Falcons now down under 7 minutes to go.
He's up to 140 rushing yards on the night.
McGinty comes in with the play. Zerniak, the tailback, and Eric David, the motion man, and a quick one up the gut. Zerniak picks up a first down.
Yeah, you're kind of in a perfect situation right now if you're Pennsbury's offense. What's the one thing that helps the clock is the run game, and right now you're in a perfect field position that even if you let the clock run down as much as you can and get to a 4th down, you're in field goal range for your kicker, and you only need a field goal to take the lead. Don't know if that's what Galen wants to mainly do, but if that's what it ends up happening, you're in a good situation.
Yeah, mostly you want to punch this thing in, but a field goal gives you the lead. Bagley fakes the handoff. He turns it upfield, up near the 5-yard line. And there was a flag that came out. I wasn't sure I saw the flag on the field, but it is out, and hopefully it's not a hold on Pennsbury, but unfortunately it is.
Hey. Vikings not happy about it.
This has been something that the Falcons get down into the red zone, and a fumble, a holding call.
Yeah, it's just mistakes upon mistakes in the red zone, and it has to be fixed if this team wants to try and get into this postseason.
And really it has to be fixed in this final 6 minutes of game.
Yep.
A 3-3 record. You don't want to go down 3-4.
Nope.
Be looking at North Penn next week and still have Neshaminy to tangle with in the final week of the season. A critical moment.
Gotta get this one.
1st and 13 after the holding call. A blitz shown, and the fake was to Zerniak, and they get it out to Eric David, trying that option play again. That option play taking a little bit too long to develop, and the Pennridge Rams doing a good job with their outside guys getting to the football, getting to Eric David. It was a 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 11. Football at the Ram 15.
The clock's starting to be something that you're going to be having to keep an eye at with the rest of this game.
Yep, just under 5 minutes to go, and the handoff goes to Zerniak, and Zerniak is met at the line of scrimmage by Ryan Rowe, and Rowe flexes after that tackle. A big play by the Pennridge defense, and that's a loss of a couple of yards, 3rd and 13. And again, the Falcons still have that option to bring out their kicker, Angelo Pereira. And this is a little bit closer to his range.
Was that his first field goal miss all season?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a long one.
He was trying a 43-yarder.
That's far.
What seems
for
like
high
just
school.
moments ago.
Yeah. A few plays ago.
As we get down close to the 4-minute mark. And the Falcons fake the give and give it out to Eric David, but he fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Pennridge Rams and streaking down the far side of the field and into the end zone for a touchdown. And a flag comes out late. Maybe this could be some type of illegal block on the Rams and bring this thing back. Which
it's looking like it because there's a lot of depleted Rams out there. Here out comes the Pennsbury defense. But, man, another mistake from the Pennsbury Falcons in the red zone.
And I apologize. Rams are wearing black on black out there. Did you catch that number? I thought it might be 13.
I was trying to look, but he was...
I think that might have been Chase Marshall.
You might be right. I feel like 13.
Officials talking things over as they threw a flag. The flag might have even come out after Marshall was into the end zone. And they're going to tell... it is a block in the back on the Rams.
That's a break, but still a...
That is a huge break.
It's still a costly turnover from Pennsbury. And now Pennridge, their offense took advantage of what they got last time. Pennsbury gave them great field position. And they're going to do it.
And Coach Beller, I mean, why are you blocking somebody in the back all the way down? The guy was in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a little interesting.
He didn't need any help.
No, he was all alone. He could have walked in. He could have done a little throwback to Sean Jackson, little dance into the end zone.
Now the Falcons call on their defense with under 4 minutes remaining, a 1-point game, and Noah Keating in the gun. That's going to be Arteaga in motion, and they give on the counter.
Ooh.
Walker Murray blows up the ball carrier. That was Coons, who was met rudely and dropped for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he got slammed when he went to the ground.
And Gus, as you mentioned a few moments ago, that clock is an issue, and it's even more of an issue now, down to 3:20 and counting. Falcons need to get the football back.
Yeah, it's absolutely killer right now with this clock only around 3 minutes.
Need to get it back and score any way possible. And a handoff between the tackles. Not much there. Andrew Dale was there for Pennsbury. And the Falcons take a timeout. 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter of the McCaffrey's Game of the Night on WBCB. All right, looks like Daniel McDevitt has something for us down on the field. Daniel.
Coaches are fired up. Players are frustrated. Pennsbury really needs to stop the offense here if they want to find a way to come back in this game. Back to you, Chris.
All right, yeah, they got to find some way, somehow. Puss in Boots Tavern, 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills, the spot for our Pennsbury Falcon football preview show. And they have something going on every night of the week.
Every night of the week?
Yes.
Wow.
I believe so. I'll chronicle it for you here.
Here we go.
Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. What do they do on Mondays?
Yeah, it's not in chronological order.
No, I'm going out of order. They got the hot dog Saturdays. They got the roast pork on Thursday. So what the heck's going on Wednesdays? Comfort food like the meatloaf over there. Cheesesteak Sundays.
What do we got on Saturday for Game 1 of the NLDS?
That's the hot dog Saturday.
Let's go.
Dollar Dogs at Puss in Boots. You can't wait for Phillies baseball this weekend. Got it for you on the WBCB Sports Network. The handoff goes to Arteaga. Arteaga up to the 20. And that's where he is stopped. Another stop by Andrew Dale.
Another great spot to keep track of the Phillies this postseason is on PhillySportsSports.com. And make sure to tune in onto YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook on Philly Sports Sports for the Phillies pregame shows before every single show.
All right, McCaffrey's game of the night might come down to this next play. 4th and 2, getting down to the 2-minute mark. And it looks like Coach Beller keeping the Pennridge offense out there. So if Falcons can stop them, they got a shot at it. And right now, a timeout taken by Pennridge. Rams take their first timeout with 2:13 to go.
And don't forget, another part of Philly Sports Network is the brand new podcast, Gamblers Are Us, hosted by our very own Gus the Bus Barber, sitting right to my right. New podcast coming just about every week. Episode 1 is now out on YouTube. Episode 2 coming very soon.
Yeah, I just found out what an SGP is.
Same game parlay? Yep.
Gus loves the same game parlays.
I love my same
few
game
of those
parlays.
on the newest Gamblers R Us podcast, which you can go watch on YouTube at Philly Sports.
And tonight's game brought to you by Yardley Family Haircutters, a full-service family barber shop, kids cuts, hair coloring, and shaves. Dave Wells and the family been part of the community for more than 50 years. Yardley Family Haircutters, a town institution. Call for an appointment at 215-321-6900. 215-321-6900. Yardley Family Haircutters.
Here we go, Chris.
2:13 to go. 4th and 2. And the Pennridge Rams going for it. Rowe on one side of Keating. Coons on the other side. And movement up front.
No.
Looked like the Falcons jumped. And offside is the call. And that penalty will result in a Pennridge Ram first down.
Well, that's just something you can't do. It's the biggest play of the game. And jumping off sides there. Now they are on the 15-yard line with 2:13 to go.
It's tough to hold your water, but you got to get it done. And 2:13 remaining. Falcons still have a couple of timeouts, and if they can get stops, still have a chance maybe to get the football back. But now that chance is a little slimmer.
Yeah.
A little dimmer.
Slim and dim.
Here is Keating from the gun. As a running back, that's Arteaga, and he gives it to him. Arteaga trying to get to the outside, bounces off a couple of defenders, and stays inbounds.
He broke through a couple tackles. You got to make your tackles in this spot. You're in the red zone with just about 2 minutes to go. Got to make your tackles. Got to get that clock keep kind of winding down. Try and make this drive go and get that football back for your offense.
And Coach Snyder holding on to those 2 timeouts for the moment as the clock continues to tick down. Down close to the 90-second mark. We got 1:34 and counting. And Pennridge in no hurry. They're just working the clock.
Yep.
It looks like they may even wait till the play clock gets down to 1, and they will take a timeout. They do.
Arteaga's really rejuvenized himself in this game. He had a few rushes earlier, and he's really gotten himself back into this game plan here late in this game.
Yeah, he and Coons are their 2 main ball carriers, and for a while it looked like Coons was taking over with that primary role, but in the second half, and especially in the fourth quarter, they've been going back to Arteaga pretty consistently, and right now the Pennridge Rams are 1:25 away from grabbing a win here on their home field.
Well,
against this Pennsbury team.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the football team looks pretty stretched out, but this band's having some fun. Running in circles, slamming those, what are those things called? The
cymbals.
The cymbals. That's right.
That is a cymbal.
I did the band for a year in like 4th grade.
I used to play the clarinet.
I was the trombone for a year.
All right, 2nd and 6.
Looks like
And
the
Falcons got to stuff them.
Pennridge Rams fans are lining up at the fence. Maybe we might have a.
Keating hands off, cut upfield right up the middle, and not much there.
Timeout.
A little bit of a gain.
Timeout for Pennsbury. Looks like we might have a little bit of a fan rush the field.
Pennridge up to the 10.
This might be interesting. Surprised they're
And
letting this happen.
for the Rams, the other thing that they have the option to do is potentially to try to kick a field goal here, maybe to extend the lead. So you'd be up by 4.
Endless possibilities.
I mean, I don't know if that would be worthwhile, but let's check in now with Daniel McDevitt, our sideline reporter, here tonight from
A
Pennridge.
last stand here for Pennsbury. So they need to make a stop here if they have any hope of winning the game with 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Got to get it done, and even if you're able to take care of the job in front of you, there's not going to be a lot of time left. I see Coach Crocker over here talking with Angelo Pereira, kind of going over some things, hoping that they get a chance.
Would be incredible. 2 straight weeks of game-winning field goals for the young sophomores. They've been kicking for 2 years.
Need a stop here on 3rd and 4, and handoff to Ortega. He's not going to get the 4 yards. He might pick up 1. Pennsbury defense converging on the ball carrier, and it looks like there may be another injury timeout. No, it is a Pennsbury timeout.
Yeah.
Their final one comes with 1:07 to go.
They get this ball back here, they're going to have to move really, really quickly, which they are not very efficient
They're
at.
not used to.
No.
Yeah. You know, for complete automotive service, trust the Perkasie Auto Group. Value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. A 10% military and law enforcement discount. And all service performed by certified technicians. You buy 3 tires, you get the 4th free at Perkasie. Big comfy waiting rooms at their dealership with free Wi-Fi and early drop-off available. Perkasie service open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays open 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Perkasie Auto Group service for all makes and models. Visit a Perkasie dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where their business is you. So on 4th and 2, again, the Falcons with an opportunity to make a stop and get the football back with about a minute to go. Keating up front, looked like more movement, but the Falcons stay onside. And are they just going to try to draw them off? And yeah, they will use up the rest of the play clock and then take a timeout.
That's their final timeout. No timeouts remain for either team here with 1:07 to go on the 4th and 2 on the 7.
Whew. Looked like Falcons almost got caught again going offside.
Yeah, a few times it looked like there was some movement, especially that one on the defense towards the middle of the line. Big jump, and Pennridge fans didn't like it, but it was close.
Stayed on the right side of the football. Hey, don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday night at 7. Video stream live from Sandy's Beef and Ale and brought to you in part by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital supporting the youth of our community and an acute care hospital. Programming note, I think we're skipping the Coaches Roundtable show. We're going to extend it 1 additional week because Phillies are playing Wednesday at 5, and we want to make sure everybody able to watch the game at Sandy's Beef and Ale, home of the world-famous Sandwich. All right, again, they line up. 4th and 2, 1:07 to go. Keating from the gun. This time a false start on the Rams.
Wow.
More pre-snap movement. And so instead of 4th and 2, 4th and 7. Adam, does this change the thinking of Coach Beller?
What do we got now?
Maybe
4th
bring
and
your
7?
kicker out?
Yeah, I think that would be a safer bet. Make this a 4-point game. Force Pennsbury to get in the end zone, and it would take a miracle.
I'm not 100% sure, though, because if you look at it like this, if you turn the ball over on downs, Pennsbury's going to have to go at least 90 yards in a minute to try to possibly even get it into field goal range. So
also true.
They keep the offense out there.
Here we go. This is the game here, right here.
This time it's Rowe, the running back to the right of Keating. who calls for the football from the gun, rolls out, looks into the end zone, throws, and completes the pass, and the Pennridge Rams will go down. Joe Gregoire with a heady play right there, caught the pass, and at the 1 yard line, he goes down to his backside, and that will allow the Pennridge Rams to get into victory formation and take a knee here with under a minute remaining.
He's now up to 100 passing yards, keying in. He found a receiver wide open. It was the smart move to lay down there.
Really well-designed play.
Yeah.
And it caught Pennsbury.
Very off guard. Wow. So Pennsbury's now going to go down to under 500, which is not where you want to be with 3 weeks left to go.
These teams will have the same record as Pennridge will improve to 3-4, and they'll drop Pennsbury to 3 wins and 4 losses.
So if we
this one's a tough one.
Yeah, if we look at the playoff picture right now, does Pennsbury still have, what's their chances of getting into the postseason?
You know, I was looking at the PIAA District 1 rankings, and at the moment, Pennsbury at 3-3, they were ranked 12th in the district. Neshaminy, for instance, they had the 17th ranking. Council Rock South was up there like number 5, I think. So the Falcons still are in a position right now where they would have been into postseason play. They need to make sure to take care of business, though. Wins against North Penn and Neshaminy are critical because that's where you get your power points. You know, they could beat Abington, and I don't think it's going to mean as much. But still, North Penn and certainly Neshaminy, they've won some big games.
Yep.
But really, maybe all 3 of those teams, based on the season that they've had, are maybe around the same point potential.
Yep.
All right, so 56.3 to go. I'm not sure what's the holdup. Somehow there must have been some penalty called.
There was a illegal man downfield on the last play, so they pushed them back a little bit. But it really doesn't matter, as they will just go into victory formation here to end the game.
All right, so what do you think? DiLorenzo's player of the game, Ben?
I think we should go with the quarterback, Nate Bagley. He had an incredible rushing game. I just closed my computers, but he had 140 rushing yards on 14 rushes. Oh, here we go.
And now rolling out, Keating throwing into the end zone off the hands of Sam Coons, and incomplete.
We might not just be done.
Yeah, we're not done.
Oh, here we go. They got 50.4 seconds. They're starting on the 17-yard line, and Joel Pereira is going to start warming up here.
And I'm just going to say that one of the issues tonight is that we are on the visitor side. Yeah. So I think the officials were flashing signs and doing stuff. I missed all that. Falcons now with 50.4, and with the football, Bagley from the gun is going to try to get him going. Throws, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Chase Marshall.
Collapses at the 1.
And he goes down at the 1 yard line. Chase Marshall's had a pretty big night.
There's a flag on the field, I think.
All right, I
think it's on Pennsbury?
I think that's a sideline warning against the Falcons. Yeah. First down for Pennridge.
Man.
So they're going to have to snap it one more time.
Are we going to be able to do a post-game interview if if the student section rushes onto the field?
It could be a little tricky tonight.
Yeah.
Because they're lined up. They're getting ready.
Yeah, they're going. They're going.
Again, don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable show every Wednesday night. Video stream live from Sandy's Beef and Ale, brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital supporting the youth of our community and an acute care hospital. All right, I apologize for kind of losing track of what was going on there with the penalties and the illegal man downfield.
There's a lot going on today.
I kind of thought that, as Ben mentioned in his preview last week, the fat lady was singing, but the Falcons did get another chance at it, interception, and now it all academic as the Rams take a knee. And I think that's going to be the last.
See what
Maybe
happens.
they got one more.
Yeah, we'll see
So
what-
Rams now 3-4, Pennsbury 3-4.
This will be interesting with these student section trying to rush the field here.
Again, next week we're back at Falcon Field. Falcons taking on North Penn. We'll have all the action for you on the WBCB Sports Network. You know, last mentioned that we had at our dealer at our Sandy's Beef and Ale, Eric David was our guest, and Coach Stout was there.
Are you living with relentless pain?
Pennsbury kind of snuck by this Pennridge team. They won by 3, but a team that was 2-8, you know, really it kind of speaks to how good the competition in the SOL National is week in and week out. You can't overlook anybody. The Rams come in 2 wins and 3 losses. Last year they went 2-8, but we're a much better football team maybe than their record indicated. And tonight, Falcons with some chances. They coughed up some really big turnovers. They did get the benefit of another turnover with a muffed punt, but just couldn't get it done. Had an opportunity, Angelo Pereira with a 43-yard attempt, but that's a lot to ask from the young man, and he was just a little bit wide on that kick. And 15-14, our final.
It's another heartbreaker for Pennsbury.
And the difference, an extra point.
Yep. It shows you special teams really do matter. That one blocked extra point by Pennridge is the deciding factor in tonight's competition.
All right, tonight's game on WBCB has been brought to you by Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Penn Community Bank, Kim Rock of Keller Williams of Langhorne, thanks to McCaffrey's Food Market, St. Mary Medical Center, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the Pennsbury Education Support Professionals, PNC Bank, thanks to Kent's Tree Service, the Trentonian, Jammer Doors, DiLorenzo's Pizza, and tonight our DiLorenzo's player of the game is going to be Nate Begley. We'll make sure he gets his DiLorenzo's gift certificate, but with the rain and all the other stuff, and fortunately, the Pennridge Rams fans are behaving themselves over there. They didn't end up breaking through the gates.
I didn't think it was going to happen. It looked like they had some securities lined up over there, but there's no fence over there to get in. So what were they going to do? Jump the fence? I mean, I guess they could, but
they looked like they were about to. Well, thanks to BAI Security, Peruzzi Auto Group, Charcoal BYOB, Yardley Family Haircutters, Villa Rosa Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant, Puss in Boots Tavern, Lower Bucks Hospital, Kramer's Bakery, Junior's Car Wash, and Johnson Chiropractic. Thanks also to Yardley Pharmacy and Supply and to Bryant Rogers. Well, the Falcons had their chances, but the Pennridge Rams able to just block that extra point and sneak this 15-14 victory away. Thanks to the crew here, Darnell Turner behind the camera, Gus Barber, our video engineer. Thanks to Daniel McDevitt, was our sideline reporter tonight, and Ben Goldstein with color commentary and our stats. And typically Ben also with our post-game interview. But after a tough loss, we'll catch the Falcons next week at home against North Penn. Maybe we'll talk to a couple of guys after that one. And that's our DiLorenzo's players of the game. All right, thanks for being with us tonight. Join us next week when the Falcons get back to it and get back to Falcon Field. They'll take on the North Penn Knights here on the WBCB Sports Network. Once again, our final score from Pennridge High School, it was the Rams 15, the Pennsbury Falcons 14. Thanks for listening and watching Pennsbury Falcon football on the WBCB